Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Tennis Ace. It's your good buddy Radar. Well, if you remember in the last episode, we had to play a game against Keisuke. And, Edison pretty much wiped the floor with him. Poor guy. Anyway, let's move on. I just finished my conversation with Shoichi, and we were moving on into the locker room. So let's see what happens from there. Heading into the locker room, I noticed that it's mostly empty save for the two members of the volleyball club. The only reason I can tell who they are is because they have team shirts on them. Tomita, Ayano, the locker room isn't a break room. Stop slacking off and get back to practice. The two look at Shoichi with a scared look before dashing away and back into the volleyball courts. Aren't you slacking off too? They don't need to know that. Demon. Shoichi flicks me in the forehead, sending a small jolt over my entire body. What was that for? You think too loud. I can tell you're thinking bad things of me just by the look on your face. Am I really that transparent? To me, you are. I don't think this is something to be happy about. You don't have to wait around for me to leave. But it's more fun this way. As always, I can't understand what goes on in his head. You're just staying around because you want to get a private show, aren't you? Shoichi chuckles, leaning his back against a nearby locker. Psst, I wish. But I know the mere thought of getting changed in a public locker already makes you squeamish. What? No, it doesn't. I do it all the time, you know. It does. It makes me so squeamish. But I die before admitting to that. Geez, you're sighing and pouting so much. Shouldn't you be happier that you just got a victory? You're making too much fuss out of something minor. It was just a practice match after all. Oh, please. Both are just as important to you. You always say that, remember? I guess. You're being too negative here. Look on the bright side. Now that you know you can easily beat Urashihara in an official match, isn't it great? I wouldn't go that far. I was lucky that I managed to do so well today. I wouldn't bet my chips on it happening again. Keikun might not be as skilled, but his tricky style and strategies can corner you if you're not careful. Suddenly, the sound of metal banging on metal echoes through the locker, catching us both by surprise. We both turn around to see Keisuke staring at us with a face that spells out impending doom. I don't think I've ever seen him this mad before. Oh, Urashihara, it's just you. I was afraid someone fell into a locker or something. You can't do this, you know. You gotta respect school property. I'm asking myself the same question. When the hell did he get here? Did he pass us by while we were talking and didn't notice? I know for a fact that he wasn't here when we walked into the room. Although from the look on Shoichi's eyes, I can already guess that he knew Keikun was here and he said those things on purpose. In hindsight, I should have seen this one coming. Shoichi isn't the type to make light of a person's skills, so I should have imagined how he was plotting something. I'm sorry if I made such a poor opponent. I'll try to do better next time, Your Highness. Don't be silly. We both know that such a thing would be impossible. Oh boy, are those two going to go at it again? These two just seem to look for every opportunity to take a jab at each other. I don't know how these two manage to be friends when they behave so poorly around each other. Oh, really? And what exactly do you mean by that? I feel like I shouldn't be so calm in a situation like this. But then again, I've already seen this happen so many times that I feel like I've been jaded. I want to go home and be done with this. I mean, come on. This is Edison we're talking about. You might be good, but you can't possibly think you could compare, right? Now that would just be crazy. Why do I get the feeling that I've turned into a babysitter over the past year? Okay, we're gonna stop him. Enough! My sudden shouting makes them both jump back in surprise, a look of complete shock on their faces. Wait, isn't this a little much? All I did was shout a little. What are you two looking at me so surprised for? No, don't let yourself calm down. Keep up the strict persona. They need to be taught a lesson. That is it! I have had it with the two of you. You guys have any idea how much of a nightmare it was during this entire break? Saya and I had to keep running around and keeping you two from killing each other. We didn't get to relax whatsoever for that entire time. That's it. I'm done. I'm not going to deal with you two anymore. Either you two apologize to each other right now and stop behaving like little children, or I'm done dealing with either of you. I know it's just shouting, but someone please say something. Shoichi is the first to recompose himself. He clears his throat, looking at me with an apologetic expression. Sorry, Edison, I guess we crossed the line. I'm sorry we troubled you so much. And, I'm sorry to you, too, Urashihara. I shouldn't have provoked you like that. It was childish of me. It seems that seeing Shoichi apologizing has somehow snapped Keisuke back to reality. What's with the look on his face? Don't you use this as another chance to pick a fight, or I swear I'm going to slap you. Sorry, Urata. I let my emotions get the better of me. Please forgive me. For all of the spring break. You too, Edison-san. What? This went beyond my wildest dreams. I never expected these two to apologize so sincerely to each other. I mean, forgetting the fact that they were not even looking at each other in the eye. It's fine if you two avoiding doing this kind of thing again. Honestly, what is with you two anyway? Why do you keep pulling stuff like this? Well, teasing Urashihara is kind of fun, though I guess I've been going a little overboard. And I guess I have fun antagonizing Arata too. It's a bit refreshing when he acts that way. I can't tell if you two are supposed to be fighting or playing around anymore. What are you two, 9? Like I said, avoid pulling this kind of crap in the future and it will be fine. You two are friends, for God's sake. Act like it. Will do. Yeah. Got the message loud and clear. Well, anyway. I have some things that I need to do and I should really get to them. See you two later. Keikun finishes, drops his towel on top of his bag, and runs back into the courts in a hurry. Heh, poor bastard. Huh? What? It's beyond me to be worrying about Urashihara, but this is the first time you've ever yelled at him. You probably traumatized the poor guy. Now he's a poor guy? I was yelling at you too. How come he's the only one getting traumatized? Oh, please. How long do you think I've known you for? I'm used to getting yelled at. That's not a good thing to get used to. Well, I should probably get back to my own practice, I guess. Sorry again for today. I'll see you later. See ya. I think that I was a bit too hard on them. I tried to do something I'm not used to doing, and I messed up. I guess at least now I can have peace. I'm not really in a mood to continue practice today. I think I'm just going to tell Saya that I'm leaving early for the day. I finish telling myself off and head back to the courts. I'm starting to think I should have done a better job at wiping myself dry. Not that it matters, since I'll be heading home soon. I don't really smell bad. My deodorant was pretty strong, so I doubt anyone could smell anything over it. I'll just grin and bear this damp feeling. Where's Saya, though? Ah, there she is. Ah, Keikun's there, too. He seems a bit tense. What are they talking about? Keikun is the first to notice me approaching. His eyes widen when he sees me. Ugh, he's totally avoiding looking at me. He bows to Saya as if he were apologizing for something, and then promptly leaves. Saya stares at his fleeing figure, completely slack-jawed. What was that about? Just then, she seems to finally take notice of me, and her eyes light up. Ah, Edison-kun. That was a great match you two had. It really had my heart racing. I wish I could watch you play more often. Why don't you start watching my tournament matches more often, then? I'd like to, but we always end up scheduled for matches at the same time. And yours are always over before mine. Saya bites her lip, looking over at the door to the locker room again. Say, do you know if anything's happened to Keisuke? He was looking a bit uncomfortable. Doesn't he always? Nothing much. I just defused another Shoichi situation. Another one? They're almost adults already. They really should behave more like it. Look who's talking. That's not what I came over to talk to you about, though. Oh? What's up, then? I'm heading out for the day. Eh? Just then her smile freezes in place, almost as if she was expecting me to add a "just kidding" to the sentence. Eh? Could you please not react so dramatically to everyday news? You're kidding me, right? Can't you stick around for a bit longer? Practice is only going to run for 2 more hours. Hey, I did my part. I played in that stupid match even though I didn't want to. You can't possibly need me for anything else. Saya looks up at me with pleading eyes. There is something else you want, isn't there? So transparent. I was hoping you could stick around to instruct the new players. Pretty please, I haven't managed to do my own practice because I keep having to help the others. I don't want to be a poor sport, but you knew this would happen when you took the position of captain. Come on, you know what our coach is like. Well, that's true, but I just thought since you're the vice captain and all... She wants to force me to do the work she initially agreed to do under the excuse that I'm the vice captain, even though she's the one that forced me to take the position in the first place. What's the one thing I made you promise when I accepted this position? She continues to stare at me, but the smile on her face is disappearing ever so slowly. Wasn't it you who said all I had to do was make sure the other club members followed the rules, and other than that, I was free to do whatever I wanted? Yeah, but wasn't it also you who said that my own training would take precedence over whatever it was I had to do for the club? Sure, but isn't it resting after a particularly tough training session also a very important part of practice? She's biting her lip in frustration. I feel a bit bad for not letting her speak, but knowing her, she just used this as a chance to guilt-trip me into helping, and I'm not dealing with that right now. Saya-chan sighs, her whole body slumping forward as she pouts. Fine, I understand. You can go. And you're not going to use this against me in the future? She looks away, biting her lip. Aha, caught you. No, I won't. I did promise to let you do as you please. Victory! I guess I better get back to it then. I already see someone beckoning me over. See you tomorrow. See ya. Knowing her, I better leave before she has a change of heart. Alright! And we're coming to another end of another episode. So, yeah, that was interesting. Edison really laid into those two, didn't he? So, that being said, that's the end of part 4. Part 4? Is this part 4? Yeah, I believe this is part 4. So, we come to the end of it. If you enjoyed it, have any comments, suggestions, what have you, You be sure to comment down below and like, comment, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell if you want to know when I post more. So, this is Radar. Y'all be good, stay safe, and I will be seeing ya. Goodbye, everybody.